guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be putting to the test the Conceal and Perfect Milani 2-in-1 foundation. I've been hearing so much about this foundation and I really wanted to test it out for myself. A lot of people on YouTube, they do reviews, their skin is like freaking flawless, so of course every foundation is like gonna work on them, but I thought I would go ahead and do this review on behalf of all of my acne, scarring, troubling skinned girls, all the people that have like troubled skin, acne, bumps, texture, all that stuff, to see if this foundation is good for that type of skin. So if you can relate, go ahead and stay tuned to see how this baby works on skin like that. Before you guys leave, do not forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and let's go ahead and see how this foundation works. I'm just gonna go ahead and prep my skin. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm just going to spray this all over my face as primer. Okay, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm going to place that on my face. I'm really sorry if you guys hear things in the background. My whole family is over, and of course when they're over I choose to film, but it's because it's my only free day to actually film. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I went ahead and chose this shade Natural because I am super pasty because it's the winter time. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on my face. Well, I'm going to do this side of my face that doesn't need much coverage, and then I'm going to do, just to see how much coverage it gives me compared to no foundation, and then I'm going to do this side with a brush and this side with a beauty blender or my sponge, just to see which one applies the foundation better. So we're going to go ahead and do this side first with a brush. So I'm just going to apply dots all over. It may be a little bit too orangey for me or too warm, but we'll see. So to blend this into my face, I'm going to be using this Morphe G6 brush. It's just a flat brush. So it blends into my skin very well. Wow, the coverage is so good. I'm going to go ahead and drag it down because it's not my color, but we can make it work with concealer. It's definitely not my color. I look orange. Wow, that covered up my face so good. Let's go ahead and do my forehead. So as you can see, it gives a lot of coverage, like a lot of coverage. It covered absolutely everything up. The only thing is, it doesn't really look like my color. It does look a little bit more orange in person than it does on camera. It is a little bit dewy, but I think it works. It's not too dewy to the point where I feel like I have to set it. The finish doesn't really feel heavy. It kind of feels lightweight. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side of my face with a sponge. Now this is where I need a lot more coverage. So this is where it's truly going to tell. So I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge, and then I'm just going to blend this out on this side. This foundation really reminds me of the Kat Von D tattoo locket. Okay, so I don't know if it's because I need more coverage on this side than on this side, but it seems like I kind of have to go in with one more layer when I use the sponge because it doesn't cover everything up. I can still see my blemishes seeping through under the foundation, but this leaves my skin looking so flawless too. It's not as dewy as it is on this side, and I think it is because I used my brush, so it kind of soaks up all of the extra foundation. So wow, this foundation is so good. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin layer on here on top just to cover my blemishes really well, making sure that nothing is showing. I cannot believe this foundation works this well. So this foundation feels really nice on the skin. It's very lightweight. It gives me a lot of coverage. As you guys saw in the beginning, my skin was super red, lots of blemishes, but this really gave me that coverage that I needed. The only thing that I would say is that I wish they had more variety of colors, because this is the second to lightest shade and it fits my skin. It doesn't match me, and I think the lightest one was way too light, and then this one was too orangey, so I couldn't really find a color that fit me. But I can work this out with concealer, definitely. I definitely think I like applying this foundation better with a brush than a sponge, because the sponge you kind of have to go in with the second layer, and the brush you don't, because it really buffs it into your skin. And then if you do go in with a sponge, it kind of leaves it less dewy, and I like that dewy look. So let's go ahead and read the claims and what this foundation claims to do, and we'll see if it actually achieves that. It combats under eye circles, redness, yes, 100% redness, and other skin imperfections with this full coverage water resistant foundation plus concealer in one. A no mess, no drip pump dispenses just the right amount of fluid needed to achieve a flawless look and works around the clock to keep skin looking naturally perfect. Overall, I really like this foundation. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face to see how my concealer and everything else and the powders sit on top of the foundation, and then I'm going to come back and update you guys. Okay guys, so overall I absolutely love this foundation. This is one of the first foundations where I can put on powder and concealer and cream contour without it looking either muddy or like without it taking off the coverage of the foundation. It's a little bit thick. It doesn't feel thick, but the consistency of the foundation is a little bit thick, so that coverage is very like permanent. So overall, I absolutely love 100% this foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have acne, if you have blemishes, if you have anything that needs to be covered, I 100% recommend this foundation because it covers so well. As you guys saw firsthand, it covered everything up. So I really, really love this foundation, and it was super cheap. You don't have to spend 43 bucks on like a high-end foundation when you can spend, I think this was like $13 at CVS. So it is definitely a steal. I really, really love this foundation. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my Milani foundation review. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any video requests, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll try my best to go ahead and film them and post for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!